Hey, it's Vicky K, and I hope you're having a great Friday, start to the Labor Day weekend. I know that I haven't done a video in about 2 weeks. I actually thought no one would notice, and a lot of you did, and that really made me feel good. I wish I could tell you that my day today is going great, but it's not. If you follow me on Facebook, you know that if you read my stuff that I had a near panic attack. Actually, it's an anxiety attack. There's a difference. Anxiety attack is where you can feel it coming on, a little ahead of time, and you start taking measures to try to, calm yourself down. And that's kind of what I was in yesterday. I don't drive very far. I go, to my HEB. I go to my Whataburger to get a Diet Coke. I go to my CVS, which is all right here in my little area. And if I veer away from that, I, go crazy. So like yesterday, the last few days, I've been going to the animal shelter. I thought that would, help me and help the dogs, and it has actually. I've posted some of the dogs and they've been adopted. But yesterday I decided from the animal shelter I would get on the freeway and drive all the way from Bryan around to College Station to Discount Tire. And that's an easy thing, okay? I got lost. I mean, it's not like you leave the freeway. I got lost. I used to live right there in that area in College Station, and there's so many things that are new in that area that I like freaked out. I don't know how to, it's like I knew driving. I was freaking out. I called my son on my car's speakerphone and I said, I'm so lost, what do I do? And he was like, well, Mom, pull over and give me a call. So we figured it out. I went to Discount Tire and they checked my tires because one kept losing air. Anyway, I thought I was doing okay, although I kept feeling like this heaviness coming over me. I think I snapped a picture of my blouse that I was wearing and my mug with water and straw, permanent straw. And then I decided I would go across the street, right there in that area, which has grown tremendously, to the store to buy groceries or buy a few things. And I just needed barbecue sauce, spaghetti sauce, and olives, basically. And as I was going around the aisles, I couldn't find anything. That's not my location. So I didn't know where anything was. And I started going into what is a panic mode. And a panic mode is where it happens quickly. And so I'm trying to calm myself down. Now, earlier I was having anxiety and I knew that was coming on. So the panic attack is something that happens very quickly and you think you're gonna die. I kind of knew the measures, what to do, and I kind of put my head down for a little bit, and some people probably thought I was crazy, but I am, I guess. But yeah, I have, sometimes you just say things out loud. Like if you're on an aisle or outside and you're having an anxiety attack, or you just keep mentioning things like couch, dog, things that you see and touch and smell, and I had one friend yesterday asked me, she said, if I would have been in the store with you and knew what was going on, what could I have done to help you? First of all, you probably wouldn't have known that I was going through it, because I would have acted like everything was okay until it was too late. Although I did try to go find an associate to help me, and I couldn't find it. It was game day here. It was nuts. Barbecue sauce and olives were not that important. But if you see someone having a difficult time and they tell you that that they're having an anxiety attack or a panic attack, first of all, just tell them to breathe. Tell them it's okay. Ask them to name a few things around them. And in my case, if you know me, you could have probably reached in my purse and grabbed me a pill. The only thing about that is I wouldn't have been able to drive for a while, and that's okay. Everything was just going through my head so fast that I couldn't get things, right. A friend of mine sent me a message last night and said, do you know what the trigger was to this? And I absolutely know what the trigger was. And it was the fact that it was game day at the place that I loved working at. And I miss my job, and I miss doing what I did for so long. That was a trigger. And then going into the store and having so many people, around me bustling and, having their game day shirts on and everything else. My building, when I was working, was right next to the stadium, and it was always so exciting to me. It's like, people would pitch their, gear across the street. They would have, at noon the day before, you have like a land grab. And so all of that was a huge trigger to me because I miss it. And I'm constantly fearful that I'm going to run into some of the people who bullied me. I mean, that's the only word I can think of. I'm a grown woman, and I know how to take care of myself, and I know how to stand up to people. But when you've been beaten down for so long, you just become a different person. And so that was the trigger for me yesterday, was knowing what was going on, the fast pace of that store. I should have turned around and just left immediately, but I'm trying my best to get out. I have what is called agoraphobia, and I've never had this before all of this happened, but I don't leave my house. And so I've been trying once a day to get out and to go do something. So I had done so well the other 3 days, going to the Humane Society and snuggling with the little dogs and talking to them, that I thought that I could do one more thing and take that freeway and get my tire fixed, which I did. And that was very calming, actually. They do a great job. So that was very calming. But then getting into the hustle and the bustle of everybody else was too much for me. And I can't hear. And I've had several people think that just getting my hearing devices will fix this problem. And that's not it. It's like I'm used to not hearing now, so I just tell people to speak up, and that's not what is the problem. The problem is being beaten down. I mean, this is what I would imagine an abused animal or an abused child would feel like. I mean, you're scared of everything, and that's how it works. So I've had so many of you reach out to me and tell me that you're thankful that I post these things. It's very, very hard on my family. I mean, I've said that before. It's very hard for them to watch these things because I say, oh, I'm fine. And days like today, I'm not going to do anything. I mean, I'm here. So my hair, I'm just looking at it. I just let it dry naturally. Tracy, I did not comb my hair today, brush my hair. She and I were laughing about brushing our hair. I did not do that. I do have he's not a new friend, but a friend who has really helped me here in this area. Just recently, I've known him for 13 years, and I've been very candid with him about, what's going on, and he's a huge Aggie person, and he told me, he has really reassured me that people knew that things were going on at that place, and nobody knew what to do, and the community started seeing things, and the university told me that they were taking care of it, and they didn't. And so, yeah, that's where we're at right now. So I just wanted to come on and kind of explain that. I know it's supposed to be Fun Friday, but I'm being real with you. It's not a Fun Friday for me today. It's I'm probably going to go to bed right now. I'm still in my pajamas, and I don't even know what time it is. I can't see. My vision is blurry. So I'm just probably going to go to bed again. And, that's a whole nother thing, is people ask why depressed people sleep so much. It's an escape so that I don't have to think about these things and think about, we always made a joke at work that we labor on Labor Day. So I miss it. I just completely miss it. And I'm trying to rebuild my life at home on my terms. I'm trying to rebuild my career on my terms and what I can handle. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. But that's where I'm at right now. So I'm being very honest, and I love you all so much for supporting me and for giving me encouraging words. This is depression and anxiety. And in my case, it all triggers back to the bullying that went on at work, and it's called workplace mobbing. I didn't even know there's a word for it, but there is. Workplace mobbing, and It happened to other people too, but mine was more specific around my hearing loss. So, yeah. All right. If you're watching this, I love you. Yeah.